Hi, my name is Ashwaq Alsoubai, and I recently earned a PhD in computer science from Vanderbilt University. Currently, I'm an assistant professor at King Abdulaziz University. I'm happy to present our work, A Systemization of Knowledge, creating a research agenda for human-centered real-time risk detection on social media platforms. We all know that social media has become a prominent part of people's lives that allows users to connect with others, share, create, and engage with various forms of digital content. Yet, it also exposes them to a wide range of risks, such as misinformation, mental health challenges, and interpersonal violence. Therefore, advancements in machine learning for timely and accurate risk detection are crucial for early identification and prevention of harm, necessitating and extending beyond traditional supervised learning to the real-time risk detection to address the complex and dynamic issues such as the social media risks. While advancements have been presented in real-time risk detection, the computational machine learning researchers have called for more research to advance the technical aspects of real-time risk detection to optimize its performance. At the same time, there is still a need to evaluate these real-time algorithms from a human-centered perspective to ensure that they can effectively be leveraged as a first line of defense to prevent online harm. So in this literature, we adopted a holistic approach to advance both aspects of real-time risk detection, the computational and the human-centered aspect. To this end, here are the research questions. First RQ, how has real-time social media risk detection been defined in the literature? RQ2, what are the state-of-the-art computational trends for real-time risk detection? RQ3, using a human-centered lens that was adopted from prior work by Razi et al., what are the potential gaps for real-time risk detection in social media? For doing this literature review, we did a comprehensive literature search in various digital libraries to identify any novel real-time computational approaches for detecting social media risks, as we broadly consider all types of risks that may result in social, mental, or physical harm. We also only consider peer-reviewed articles that tackled core aspects of the real-time risk detection using social media data. This search resulted in 53 relevant papers. Here are the types of social media risks for real-time risk detection. Fake news had the most attention in this literature, given the fact that it has a great impact on societies and governments. In 2017, there is an annual workshop called eRisk that asks for participants to submit early risk detection approaches for risks in social media, such as cyberbullying and mental health, which explained why these risks started to have more appearance in this literature since that year. Regarding the real-time risk detection definition, we found that the majority of the papers focused on early detection that works on the content retrospectively to detect the risk as early as possible, while less papers presented a preventative approach that prevent the risk from occurrence before it's reaching online space. Apparently, each approach has pros and cons. Early detection is rooted in data, which could lead to more accurate but at the cost of the delay between risk occurrence and intervention, while a preventative approach utilizes the predictive indicators to take action before the risk occurrence. But if these models were not trained very well, these models may lead to unnecessary content removal or user restrictions. Therefore, we call for a comprehensive approach that would make preventative approaches, early and even late risk mitigation strategies to be developed hand in hand to provide a comprehensive risk detection approach that detect the risks as early as possible in case the predictive indicators fail to forecast and mitigate the risks. Papers in terms of dataset source, type, and privacy to assess the ecological validity of these datasets, and found that the current approaches heavily rely on publicly available text datasets scraped from platforms, mostly Twitter, with an established ground truth annotation. And they mimic real world data by segmenting these data sets into fixed chunks of data. These approaches, excluding input from humans, victims, or even survivors of these risks at any stage, depending solely on such data, could hinder the effectiveness of real-time risk detection. So collecting the data and ground truth annotations from humans, specifically from actual victims, could ensure that the training risk detection models reflect real-world experiences and accurately represent the users and risks they face online, showing a dire need for incorporating humans in the data collection and annotations efforts. In terms of features and models, our analysis revealed that the existing models were grounded on primarily computational efficiency considerations without considering human understanding or theories. We also found a heavy reliance on the high capability of deep learning models, yet these models were not inherently human-centered since these models often operate as black boxes, which can hinder stakeholders, including the victim, from understanding the model's output. So we highlight the significance of acknowledging the human communication nature and the dynamic changes in behavior within risk context when designing features to enhance the effectiveness of real-time risk detection algorithms. Our review revealed that most of the papers relied on purely computational matrices for evaluations like accuracy and timeliness, with over half of the papers presented explanations for the model performances, including qualitative analysis, error analysis, case studies, without incorporating user studies or human insights into the evaluations of the developed risk detection models and identifying the effectiveness of the model's timeliness in protecting people. So future real-time risk detection models could consider incorporating human evaluations to ensure that these models align with human values, ethics, the complexities of online communication, and aligned with evolving risk dynamics. Most papers focus more on presenting effective detection algorithms without presenting system-based artifacts and interventions using real-time risk detection algorithms. The existing of such systems is necessary prerequisite for research on real-time risk detection, deployment, system design, and user experience resulting from the use of such systems. These studies are important to prove our understanding of how users engage with and react to applications designed for risk detection. Therefore, fostering the interdisciplinary collaboration between experts in machine learning and data science and also HCI researchers, human-computer interaction researchers field, could lead to the development of such systems and algorithms with the goal of aligning them with user expectations. The novelty of this paper is the establishment of our conceptualized and comprehensive framework or research agenda to direct future research with recommendations for the best technical and human-centered practices for real-time risk detection algorithms. Starting with the data sets, we recommend considering data collection methods and advanced systems designed to gather real-time and continuous data streams, or at least robustly simulate interactions that occur over time. This approach should be tailored for specific populations, such as risk victims or survivors, the actual content of risks, as well as the dynamic aspects of risk escalation and human communication. We call for the usage of incremental computation to overcome the computational overhead of feature calculation. And we also called for the collaboration between machine learning experts and sociopsychological researchers to design user-subject studies that would collect data from targeted users to inform deeper understanding of these users before creating purely computerized features. We urge future real-time risk detection algorithms to be more responsive by allocating resources to focus on conversations that are more likely to require immediate interventions, with, of course, the usage of human understanding of what would be considered high risk and need the most attention. Finally, we recommend the usage of reinforcement learning, such as Q-learning, that has the most promising potential to provide information when the detection decision could be made, instead of relying on predefined chunks of data. In addition, we call for more collaborative approaches among multi-stakeholders, including developers, designers, and users, to work together through co-design sessions or even more long-term efforts, such as the advisory board of users, to make sure that real-time risk detection models are working in ways that meet users' expectations and benefit those who are affected by online risks. To this end, as HCI researchers, it's important for us to join forces with machine learning developers and researchers to bridge the gap between theoretical socio-psychological knowledge and hands-on implementation of computational solutions for real-time risk detection. Thank you for listening. More detailed information can be found in the paper, and please go to the thirdlab.org website to read more about our lab's work on adolescent online safety and risk detection.